Drones are playing a significant role in the war between Russia and Ukraine. While drones are used to destroy each other's arsenal, their footage informs the world about the terrifying situation in the war zone. Footage of destruction and images from the war zone are circulating through the flying drones. In this video, we are going to have a look at the battlefield through the lenses of these insane drones. Hello everyone, welcome to the Ukraine war. We are here to deliver to you all the new political movements regarding the Russia-Ukraine conflicts, the casualties, strategies, and the aftermaths of the ongoing war in detail. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon if you don't want to miss any of those. So without wasting any further time, let's hop in. The Russian Supreme Leader Putin's primary goal was to overrun Ukraine and topple its government, effectively putting an end to Ukraine's desire to join NATO. However, he was unable to take Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, and has now moved his focus to the east and south of the country. On the day he launched the invasion, he told the Russian people that his purpose was to demilitarize and denazify Ukraine to protect people who had been subjected to 8 years of bullying and genocide by Ukraine's government. Russia invaded Ukraine from the north via Belarus, as well as the south and east, but Ukraine's tenacious defense prompted the Kremlin to abandon its goal to destabilize the government. Amidst all of these, Ukraine has maintained a strong defense against the invading Russian army as the Russian war has continued to date. Part of the credit for this accomplishment goes to the drones used by the Ukrainian forces. Unique footage of a huge Russian armored vehicle being targeted by the Ukrainian armed forces has been circulating on the internet. On the outskirts of Kyiv, the footage shows an astonishing counterattack by the Ukrainian army against an invading Russian tank. The footage was given by the Ukrainian military, providing a glimpse into their most recent actions against the Russian military moving across Ukraine on its way to Kyiv. Both the Russian and Ukrainian defense ministries are routinely sharing videos like this to show off their frontline positions. Drone footage from a Ukrainian ambush on Russian armored vehicles near Bovery in the East Ukraine suburbs surfaced earlier in March. The 45-second video displayed a compilation of confrontations on the streets. According to a source investigator, the location was confined to E95 Road, a sparsely populated area 35 kilometers from central Kyiv. According to The Guardian, the video's narrator claimed that the Russian regiment commander, Colonel Andrei Zakharov, was killed in the ambush. The statements, however, could not be independently corroborated. And now, with its world-class Orion combat drone, Russia has advanced its UAV programs. In 2015, Russia deployed its UAV expertise in the Syrian conflict. EW training is said to be part of Russia's drill. While deploying the Silk 01R934 BMV jamming station, the country reportedly utilized counter-UAV drills. The electronic network technology Sapient counter-drone solution will be deployed by NATO in this conflict. The United Kingdom announced that it has tested the electronic network technology Sapient with NATO. With state-of-the-art drone capability available to numerous nations, the modern battlefield is evolving. The Zelensky government has requested a variety of equipment from Germany, including anti-aircraft rocket systems, anti-drone rifles, microwave annihilation devices, and explosives due to the conflict in Ukraine. During the blazing combat, another footage posted on social media by Ukraine's top military commander, Valery Zaluzny, appeared to show a Russian missile system being destroyed by a drone. A Turkish-made Bayraktar drone was used to destroy Russian gear in the area near Malin in the Zhytomyr district, according to a Facebook post. Since the combat began, at least 352 civilians have been killed and 1,684 have been injured, with the number of killed and wounded Ukrainian and Russian forces unknown. But Russia had the proper retaliation. The Orion E military unmanned aerial vehicle has been offered for export by Russia. The Orion E drone is set to give Turkey's Bayraktar drone a run for its money. During a phone discussion, Russian President Vladimir Putin chastised Kyiv for using Turkish-made drones in its confrontation with pro-Moscow separatists. The Ukrainian army published a video of its first deployment of Turkish-made TB2 Bayraktar drone against separatists in the country's east, where it has been fighting a trench war since 2014. Russia, as well as Kyiv's western enemies, reacted angrily to the action. Now let's talk about the TB2 drones. Ukrainians have written a folk song about the TB2 drones, which is likely one of the first songs ever written about a combat drone. It was uploaded to YouTube on March 1, 2022, and has received over 200,000 views so far. Many questioned whether the TB2s, their ground stations and operators would survive the aircraft bombardment that preceded the Russian ground assault, but the drone force dispersed from its permanent sites, such as Mykolaiv in southern Ukraine, to smaller facilities and survived. According to reports, TB2 strikes destroyed about 60 tanks, air defense systems, helicopters, supply trucks, and railroads by March 20. The exact number is unknown at this time, as Ukraine wishes to keep the location and frequency of its drone strikes covert for operational reasons. The drone campaign in Ukraine was carried out in stages. To begin with, the TB2s were deployed to eliminate Russian tank formations and supply convoys that were being protected by short-range air defense systems, such as Bucks, Tors, and a Pantsir. Furthermore, there appears to be no restriction on the operational area of the TB2 within the Ukrainian conflict zone, as videos of drone strikes have been broadcasting from as far south as Kherson and as far north as the Kyiv suburbs. Because the alternative line-of-sight radio can only take a drone about 100 miles, this means that Turkey has provided Ukraine with the latest version of the TB2 with satellite communications capability as well as access to Turksat satellites. While longer-range Russian SAMs, S-300s and S-400s are still operational, Ukrainian operators appear to be having difficulty spotting the TB2s, since their drones fly at low altitudes, below the horizon of long-range radars until it's time to attack. Even when flying at a high altitude, their small size and low noise make them difficult to detect for many radar operators and even infrared sensors. The Bayraktar TB2s have evolved into much more than a piece of military hardware in the previous 45 days. The drones have now become a source of motivation for Ukrainians to hold steady in the face of Russian aggression. On the outskirts of Kyiv, a Russian tank ambushed an entire column of Russian armored vehicles, destroying many of them and forcing others to escape, according to dramatic drone footage. According to The Independent, a vintage T-64 main battle tank can be seen hiding behind a structure and firing at enemy targets on a road in Novobasan, around 50 miles west of the capital city. The Ukrainian tank fires a barrage as the Russian BTR-82 armored personnel carriers pass past, according to drone footage released on the Telegram social media site. The first shot misses, but the second hits a vehicle, causing it to explode in flames. The Russian forces appeared surprised by the strike and respond by firing randomly in the appropriate direction of the obscure tank, as shown in the video. The Russian soldiers are seen rushing off their vehicles to take shelter nearby as their rounds miss their mark, but some of them are seen laying dead as their army makes a hurried retreat. According to reports, the Ukrainian tank belonged to the Dmytro Korshinsky Brotherhood Battalion, which attacked Russian forces retreating east after failing to seize Kyiv. It's unclear whether the tank was able to flee following the crew's brave stand. Since the assault began on February 24, Russia is said to have lost hundreds of tanks and over 1,800 other armored vehicles. Another footage came where two Russian military vehicles appear to be shooting at a cyclist from the Ukrainian village of Bucha, where Russia is accused of war crimes. The video was geolocated by a news site near Yablonska Street in Kyiv commuter town, where other satellite photographs have revealed corpses on the side of the road in recent days. The drone footage shows a person cycling on a road before stepping off and pushing their bike around the corner near the intersection with Yablonska Street, and that's when the tragedy happened. Another video captured by a drone has gone viral on social media. The depth of devastation in the besieged Ukrainian city of Mariupol was revealed. The video showed a wide area covered in bombed-out structures, some of which were still smoking. Little is known about the city's current situation, which has been without power, water, or communication for days. Several thousand people are thought to have died, but the exact number is unknown. Several footage of deaths, blasts, and eradications are circulating, but we, the common people, definitely want to see the images of lives, of peace. With that being said, that takes us to the end of the episode. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel and push notifications bell to keep up with our work. See you soon. Until then, peace.